Hey everyone, this is Jack from Savage Marketer and the AI Persona Method. Welcome to today's video chat. We've got Jim here today, Jim Punzenberger, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how he's got on with the AI consulting course and what he's been doing with his clients, and a little bit about his idea for the future of where AI is going and how he's using it in his business. Jim, welcome to the call today. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. It's a pleasure to have you on, mate. If you could just introduce yourself a little bit and your business, and then we can dive into some of the use cases you've got for AI.
I'm Jim Punzenberger, and my business is tunaneutron.ai. And really, what we do is we have pretty much three niches that we serve: legal, IT, and healthcare. We help them with AI and also marketing. It's really the two to go together. We help them with utilizing AI for marketing purposes, and then also just general business automation using AI also.
Awesome. Thank you. So, what was it that got you first into using AI? Was it when you joined the program, or were you already playing around with AI before that?
It was really when ChatGPT, I believe it was like 3.5 was released. That's really when I started diving into AI was when that was released.
Got you. Yeah. So, you've been in there since the beginning, sort of November 2022.
Yes.
And what was it that made you want to join the program in the first place? Like, were you getting the results you wanted from AI? Was it that you wanted to improve your knowledge? Was it that you'd seen something that Jeff was doing that made you intrigued? Why did you decide to take the plunge and join the program?
Really, it was the to have a community of other consultants to work with or to network with and to gain knowledge and share knowledge with.
And when did you join the program? When was the first day that you actually jumped in?
It was, I think, May of 2023.
Wow, so you've been in quite some time. You're one of the older generation of the community.
Yes, I guess you can call me an OG of the certified consultants.
Yeah, OG consultant, one of the first 5 or 10 that was on the program, right?
Yes.
So you're collaborating quite closely with some other members on the program. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. I'm working with other members in the program specifically to help, well, generate leads for them via one of my backgrounds is cold email. And so I'm running cold email campaigns and generating leads for other people in the program. And so we're then sharing in the revenue that's generated. So that's one way. Then collaborating with other people in the program, and then just another way is through sharing wins and sharing successes among others. Well, others share them really in the Facebook group and share mine, and other people share theirs also.
So what would you say is the biggest win that you've had for yourself and your business since joining the program and the consultancy?
Well, the single biggest win was I had $34,500 deal that I closed. Really, it was to generate blog posts for a client for a year, and basically what we're doing, because it's ongoing. It's a year-long project of creating blog posts, but we're using AI to generate the blog posts, and the cost of generating them for the technology wise is very low. The time used to do it is minimal. 10 minutes we create a blog post for the client in their meaty blog post, 2,500, 4,000 words. And then in the past, clients have spent like $1,000 to hire copywriters to write similar blog posts for one post, $1,000, and we're generating these for them for a fraction of that cost.
That's something that's quite close to my heart because as someone who comes from a content writing and content marketing background, I've got an agency that does the same kind of thing. And I think when I first saw AI come out, it was something of fear. But then when you realize how much time wasted energy dealing with writers that aren't necessarily good enough, and also saving money for your clients but giving them as good an output is unbelievable, really. Did you have any challenges getting the client to come on board with using AI content? Because I know a lot of clients that I've spoken to are kind of concerned about the quality, or maybe Google's algorithms having problems with the AI content. Have you faced into any of these issues with your clients?
Yes, a lot of it stems from misnomers out there that AI, one of them is AI just copies and plagiarizes, which is not the case. I guess generally is not the case. There's a lot of different AI out there, and just to make a blanket state, I don't want to make a blanket statement to everything. For example, when we're using ChatGPT to draft these blog posts that I just mentioned, but it's creating original works. It's not copying, and it's not plagiarizing. There's so also that the other big concern is that the AI is going to steal their own works, their own, this is my proprietary, whatever it is, my client's proprietary data, that those things are going to be stolen by the AI. And it's a matter of how you use the AI, which AI you use, as far as some of them you are sharing your data with, and others you're not, depending on the specific AI that you're using and the way you're using it. So there's ways to protect your data when using AI also. So that's, and then the generally people are skeptical about new technology, and it is very new. AI is very new in the market as a technology. I do see it developing more every day, and it's advancing leaps and bounds, even just in the short period of time that we've talked about. November of 2022 to today, we're in June of 2024. The capabilities of AI have gone from just ChatGPT was trained on 175, 175 billion data points in 2022, and now it's over over 4 trillion data points that it's currently trained on the newest versions. And that's only in less than a 2-year period of time that that's happened.
Yeah, we're certainly on that exponential point of the curve when it comes to the technology and the way it's progressing. And I have to say, I notice it using it on a daily basis, how much more it knows than what it did before, and how much better it is. And I think part of people's misconception on the quality is maybe that they used it when it was first out and around and it wasn't as good, and also because they've not got the right frameworks or the right approaches to using the AI effectively, right? Like, there is a specific way you should use it to get good results. And if you're just going in and giving it no knowledge and saying, write me a 2,000 word blog post about this topic and pressing enter and then posting it on WordPress, that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
right?
Garbage in, garbage out basically applies to AI just like it applies to everything else. And I do run into the issue of, well, I tried ChatGPT a year and a half ago, and the results I got weren't impressive. And when they tried it, all they just did what you just mentioned, probably most likely of, I didn't give it any persona. I didn't give it any data of any previous work. I didn't even really give it a good prompt. I just asked it to create something, and it did, but I wasn't happy with it. That's so. And then based on their half an hour of trying it out, thinking that they're, the other misconception is that anybody can just type something into ChatGPT and get the same results as somebody else that have trained the AI, that have provided training data, that's provided personas and other training to the AI, and that there's night and day difference what you're going to get out of a trained AI versus untrained AI. And people assume that untrained AI is the same as trained AI.
Yeah,
That's one of the education points out. One of the challenges is educating people on the differences, and it's challenging to demonstrate the actual differences when we're talking about, well, how do I it does take time, it does take time to train the AI, and people like to see the results from it, but but not invest in it up front to see the results is one of the challenges that we run into, at least when I'm talking to clients or prospects.
yeah, I can resonate with that. And I also think it's kind of this instantaneous way we are now. Like we expect things really quickly. And I know it was the same with me when I first used Midjourney. I was blown away. But then after a few weeks, I'm like, it's such a long process having to type in the prompts and then wait for it to produce and then wait for it to come out. And I think sometimes you run into that with clients where they want it even quicker than having to train it and spending time training it, right? And like you said, how long would a blog post take of 3,000 words in the past? It would be thousands of dollars. It'd probably take the writer a few days to turn it around. And now you can have it good in maybe 10, 20, 30 minutes, but people still want it now in 1 minute, right? They just want to click
Right.
and it be done and it's finished. And it's like, but hold
They're
on,
like,
it used to take you like
wait,
6 hours.
wait a minute. I thought about it. Why isn't it just producing it? Like, that's what people want.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a thing that's also challenging because it's progressed so quickly. People expect it to be even better than it already is, if that makes sense. Which I find for some people, it's the way that I reassure them when they're like, "I'm scared of AI. It's going to take our jobs. Like it's going to take over everything." And I'm like, "Listen, you still need to know how to prompt, how to give it frameworks, what frameworks to give it, right? As a writer, as a copywriter, you have a series of frameworks that you've built or that you've got from the program that Jeff's pulled together, and you use them and amend them for your purposes. And if you didn't know them, you wouldn't be able to get the same results."
Right. So I guess I have 2 more minutes here, then I gotta go. So what are your final questions for me?
No worries, Jim. So I appreciate your time, but if you could just give us a bit of your thoughts of where this is going over the next 3 to 5 years, and your seal of approval for the program, encourage people to come and join us.
Uh, yeah, I mean, AI I only see is the hockey stick continuing for the foreseeable future. There's every um, what I say is it's really we're in the infancy of it, and it's going to be like or essentially where the internet was like 20 years ago is where AI is today, and in 20 years, probably even less than that, AI is going to be touching everything, everybody, just like the internet does. So now is the time to jump on the train, and the uh, the AI persona method and certification. Really, the best part about that I like about it is the community and being able to uh, network and share and have camaraderie with the others in the group.
Awesome. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all of that with us today. I'm definitely going to get another time with you when you've got more time so you and I can catch up too. But I just appreciate you coming on, talking to the guys from the newsletter, and we'll get this shared out to the community and the wider groups really soon.
My pleasure. You have a great day.
Cheers, buddy. You too.